Hi, the skin on my thigh is starting to peel, and I managed to figure out a way to get more storage space for more recording space. Welcome to the Tuesday stream, everyone. Hopefully, you've been having a good day. Hello again as well, YouTube. I'm sure I'm definitely uploading this. Am I getting a playback? Yeah, I am. Hooray, hurrah. Yeah, again, welcome to the Tuesday stream. Hopefully, you've been having a good Hopefully, you had a good Monday. Hopefully, you've been having a good Tuesday. Story time that nobody asked for time. I remembered the other thing that I wanted to talk about. So basically during the last story time, I mentioned that there was something that I had forgotten that I wanted to talk about, but I actually remembered it. So basically, on Friday, I went to the gym. However, a little bit of extra context, the little fob ring thing that, you know those things that you keep keys on, like the thing where you pull it back, where you pull back a little metal thing, you put the key in, and then whatever keychain you want, and then you let go and it closes. Yeah, the one I had been kind of broken, so I was using the spare key. But the problem is, I forgot to put my gym pass onto my spare key, so I kind of just had to, luckily there was a staff member there who was able to let me in. Smash cut to the end of my workout. I leave, and I forgot my key, which is especially a problem because not only do I not have my pass with me, but I also don't have my key, so I can't leave. Meaning I'm standing outside in the gym talking to the ring doorbell of the people of the staff who aren't there because everyone left at this point, just futzing around trying to get in. Eventually, I pretty much as I'm getting to the point where I can open the door myself, someone actually inside notices that I'm out there and lets me in. So that was the thing that I forgot about the last story time. The new story time, however. So my mom and I, we try and go for walks whenever we can around our neighborhood. And we've been going a lot more after dinner lately because, it's been real fucking hot out. Well, as we were walking, and our dog, Walter, sees a rabbit. And he decides, to give chase because that's what dogs do. Now, a slight issue is that my mom wasn't holding the leash, super tight, apparently. So he managed to slip out and start to chase the rabbit. And we were calling him. He was refusing. He was kind of starting to come back. And then he decides to bolt back up the hill that the rabbit had run up. Pretty much into the neighbor's yard. Or, not the neighbors, technically neighbors, but also, the people who we share a street with. So, we're going up, and then, we're calling for him. He's not listening. Hey, eventually my mom just told me to go knock on the door of the neighbors to let them know what's going on. Then pretty much as I'm going up the stairs to knock, the person who lives there already answering, and by that point, my mom had successfully gotten Walter, or spanked him, and then we started to make our way home. And Walter was basically drained by that point, because he needed a drink of water, and then he was pretty much just lagging behind, and basically being dragged for the rest of the way home. He was tired after that. And apparently he's been real bad today, because this morning, as I was still asleep, apparently he came in with muddy paws, and so that was just kind of a whole thing. But on the plus side, according to the vet, because he had a vet visit today, he is very healthy. Alright, story time over. Welcome back to Stellaris. Now, where we last left off, the L cluster's been opened up, and we're just kind of trying to fix the economy right now, because the economy is kind of crappy right now. Oh, why is it crappy? Few factors. First of all, I had to think, and as much as I do enjoy having Space Amoeba, they're not particularly... they're... they're epic, but at the same time, trying to think of... Basically, this... I don't need a space amoeba fleet because everything else is just kind of better. Meaning this is gonna need to start being changed over to something else, but I think I know what we can change it over to. Oh, trade hub. And also maybe a backup starport, just in case. Okay, I guess that I need to actually dismantle these before I can start doing that. But for now, that'll be that. So that should help out in terms of our food situation. However, the rest of the situation is also not great. Our mineral intake, despite having a megastructure that actually gives us more minerals, is not producing nearly enough, and this is where a lot of it's currently going into. It's being sold on the market for basically nothing. And all these minerals are what we need in order to start building up our planets, which reminder, we do have 2 new planets going down right now. And we can't actually do the things I want to do here because I don't have enough minerals. Well, technically I do for you, but yeah. But yeah, this is going to be the specialized farming world, so go ahead and become farming. And then also maybe get another city. And with that, we're already on there. However, what we do have is quite a healthy amount of strategic resources. I had to actually look at the name again. Okay, I'm not muted. Good. Now, now, in terms of strategic resources, they are what you want to be selling on the market because they're a lot better. They're a lot better, and okay, so I want to cancel that. Granted, this is definitely going to start tanking the economy, but we can actually make it better because as we have so much of a surplus of exotic gas, we can actually go up to selling 5 per okay, so it's currently being bought for just under 10. Nice. Alright, so I'm willing to sell at 7. I'm not sure if this is how that works, but it's fine. Now, I would as much as I'd love to stop buying rare crystals, I kind of can't because I'm not making nearly enough. Yeah, I have a surplus of 2 and I'm buying 10 at the moment. That, not great. However, what I do have... yeah, do that. What I do have is at least a handful of excess exotic volatile motes. That is something we can sell. Well, granted, only 3, and... okay, they're not... ooh, actually, they're being bought for quite a bit, so... hopefully I'm doing stock market stuff correctly, because otherwise this is when I hit start time, that's gonna start when I start up time, and if this isn't red, I will have successfully fixed part of the economy. Hey, in the meantime, also gotta start focusing on other stuff, like how apparently there are not nearly enough amenities on Sedona. And also, I desperately need to get that up and running. Okay, another conductive or max generator district. Don't really care about max generator districts. Resource silos, waste of a slot. And honestly, I wouldn't mind just building another voltaic production yard just because it's apparently good. Well, it would boost the amount we're getting. Also, please speed up a little bit. And please don't crash. That's not perfect. And also, we're somehow losing more food. Alright, no, we are losing less food. But also... materials, new worlds. Those or statecraft. Research speeds for statecraft. So what expertise do we want our head of research to be good at? Materials might not be the worst idea. Because I do kind of need to focus a little bit more on statecraft, because another issue is the fact that in terms of the galactic community, our standing in the galactic community, we're not doing too hot. Like, we're basically at the top of the second row. We need to be in the top row. Oh, now a good way to do that would be either to do research stuff that would actually boost that up, or alternatively, knock the rest of them down a peg. Now that might be it's definitely a bit harder, but it is possible. Because yeah, it's this one that's the problem, because I want to be on the Galactic Council. The problem is you can only be on the Galactic Council if you're in the top 3 members. You're like the top 3 galactic community members. Okay, so materials as good. I feel like that'd be better in the early game, but as of right now, I kind of need more statecraft now. Another idea that I've had for a couple weeks at this point, the Ralakath. I get along pretty well with the Ralakath. We're friendly, and reminder, they just lost a big war that they started, meaning their fleet power is even weaker than mine. So, I did check this before. I'm willing to offer them a little bit of a trade. I want them. Because the main issue one of the main issues we have right, look at that. Oh, we're already getting a lot more minerals. So if I were to, okay, no, not minerals, alloys, here, because they're beastmasters, which means their need for alloys is significantly less than mine. Like, they need food to actually expand their armies, and I have an entire farming world currently going down. So I'd be willing to go for a bit of this for that resource trade. No, not upfront. I'm thinking more, you're already not great for overtime. However, I am, in terms of food. Oh, okay, so it's not the best trade. It's not the best, but okay, so maybe this isn't the best idea for, okay, maybe not alloys. However, I am still willing to give them a boost in food because, they kind of need it. I am kind of like, okay, I can't exactly trade, that's obviously, so, actually, no, I can. So how much are you willing? Alright, so you're willing to go... Okay, there's definitely a deal to be made here. I just don't know where it is yet. Because, yeah, another thing we're probably going to end up doing is we're going to shift the economy and focus more on alloy production as opposed to, like, both alloys and consumer goods. Which, given the fact that we just managed to get consumer goods into a position where it can actually be in a surplus, probably not great, but also, what are you going to do? Okay, we don't really need mineral. Okay, apparently you're a guy. Alright, so 18 food. Alright, so 30. for 18. Problem is, I'm not an economist, so I don't know if this is actually a worth it trade. Okay, I'm gonna... Also, something else we're probably gonna do, we're probably gonna switch the policy back over to, or at the very least, we're gonna do a lot of culling in terms of our, like, big space amoeba tank, because that's just kind of all... That's probably also what's eating into this, actually, but... Buildings, holdings, jobs, pops. Okay, so might not be that. However, I still do want to kind of offset this a... Okay, this is definitely a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Just one monthly alloy? Yeah, that's not... Okay, we'll come back to that, but that is definitely something I want to do, because I want to help them get their fleet back up to strength. Mostly because something else I want to do is go to war again, specifically the Absorbers of Athos. I don't like these guys. I want to take pretty much the rest of their empire. However, doing that is going to be a significantly harder deal, mostly because they're in a federation with... Oh, you're part of the Federation because you're a subsidiary of these guys. That might not be the worst plan, but not right now. I would like... if that were to happen, I would... Because having an ally in a war against this federation might not be the worst plan, mostly because it would be their war, not mine. However, I would still be doing most of the heavy lifting. Okay, so which price is too high or low? What, the volatile motes? Are you saying that I need... Oh, that's what that was. Right. Okay, hopefully... And how much for exotic gases? Yeah. Please fix the economy. I'm still... And yeah, I think the main reason we're losing energy right now is because two of our fleets are basically acting as bodyguards. Also... So, something... that tells me that something just happened. Fully connected to the elegant. I think whoever that is... I think they might have an L-gate somewhere in their space, but I can't see it yet. Mostly because I'm not spying on them yet. But luckily, they probably only just got started scanning. Meanwhile, I'm still only a few things out from that. Actually, do I have map? Okay, I do have map the stars on. That's good. Can I make that faster? Probably. Also, what's going on here? Oh, right. We're still in hell. To evade notice, we have dipped ourselves in a river of molten lava below us. The protective coating we had applied as a precaution allowed us to survive long enough to emerge some distance away, hidden from the attention of the floating creatures. Propelling ourselves quietly along, we have arrived in close proximity of the massive obelisk. Obsidian black is stretched to the ceiling in this volcanic chamber. It is ancient, it is unblemished. If it is ancient, it is unblemished, but first appears decoration has now been revealed itself as a pattern, yet indecipherable. Molten runes swirl along its surface. It's in a deliberate arrangement. Translation would be possible given enough time. If our tracking Computers have detected that the creatures patrolling this area move faster than the past. If we have extrapolated that the destruction is these being compressed gas should be well, destroying it's a lot harder, so maybe just decipher it for now. But yeah, I know what it is. At least one astral action is available. Don't need that yet. Can't afford that yet. Okay, I feel like... Alright, well, on the plus side, trade's now only slightly out of... in a slightly worse place, and we're still in a massive surplus of... Okay, screw it. Alright, go add 10 there. And... do 10 there. That should be enough to balance that out, but we are... And we have a massive surplus of food again! Hooray! Okay, so... Okay, well, maybe wait until next month before we decide.
What have we here?
Okay, don't worry about the anomalies. Oh, wow, aliens! Vesta and Kerbis seem part of some sort of expedition across the galaxy with purpose. This is unknown. They have not made any hostile moves, nor is there any heavy weaponry in evidence. Instead, they seem to be broadcasting repetitive but not particularly content-filled signals in our general direction. Our envoy, Maharbal, is confused but hopes that the broadcast will help. Okay. Apparently, that's also something that's going on. And okay, you guys. Okay, we got time moving along again.
Council agenda ready.
Well, good to know, but okay, as it turns out, this is a lot more dire than I think it might first seem. How are things going here? Farming support, city district, gotta get even more food. You desperately need a governor, but we're kind of full up on governors, right? Where are administrators? Oh, they're right here. Yeah, if anything, I wouldn't mind a scientist going in here, but because this is the science world, but... Oh, right. That's also something else that we can probably do to sort out our problem, would be Emerald Sufet. I need you to, well, not just upgrade, I need you to be reinforced, because I want to convert this into a mercenary enclave, which is perfect, because I do have a mercenary leader right here. Now, doing this would definitely hamper my fleet's power a little bit, but on the plus side, it would... warrior culture lore. So it can be increased through civics, ascension perks, or galactic resolution. Okay, because yeah, Emerald Sufet I made mostly as an emergency. Hey, we kind of need more ships here. Okay, well, it's pretty much all of our current alloys, but I'm willing to do that for now. I have no idea how, but yeah, the next time we have enough, I think we might upgrade the arc furnaces to its full power, mostly because I just kind of need, and we're losing food again. Okay, you're the factory world, which means you need a factory. How the hell? Civilian industries, yeah. Oh, on the plus side, you can be specialized, but not right now. Stormbound returns. One of the research stations then came to us a starring report. During the last cosmic storm, a strange ship had almost collided with the outpost. Visual report show us the same ominous vessel that was reported some time ago. According to the space station, the hulls on the vessel were constructed from a strange amalgamation of organic compounds, calcium materials, and metallic alloys. No organic life was detected, leading us to speculate either the vessel was automated or had somehow gone rogue. However, the most baffling thing was yet to come. Large section of the propulsion system were clearly shattered by a space debris. This vessel should have been dead in space. If we assign a science vessel to monitor the next cosmic storm, they might be able to find out more about this mysterious craft. Intriguing, we have no time for this nonsense. Well, that would be a hell of a Unity gain, but no, this is intriguing. And the Caravanners, or Caravaneers. Confusing, repetitive. The WoW aliens sending us, it turns out they were commercial advertisements. Apparently, they call themselves the Numistic Order and are part of a group of spacefaring traders that make a living by offering the best deals, or what they claim to be the best deals, to whichever civilization they happen to be visiting at them. If true to form, they contact us. Okay, I need to do something with this big pile of Unity before I can... No, not before I can... decisions. Okay, not here. Excuse me. I mean, I could just make some claims. Ooh, that's 3 alloys right there. Why am I not doing that? Hey, we made it back. Blessing upon you, Bathydae. We are the Numistic Order, and we have come in service of Numa, the goddess of fortune, bearing most holy merchandise from distant corners of the galaxy. Okay, so you're the more, like, religious version of them. Got it. Okay. Our fleets travel the divine currents of cosmic energy wherever the winds of fortune take us, bringing new deals every time we enter your lands. Sadly, our ships are beyond your bounds, the bounds of your realm at the moment, but next time we visit your skies, the wonders of the universe could be yours for a modest donation of credits. Next time, maybe. Okay, there are now another group of caravanners that are just floating around the galaxy somewhere. Oh, right. Discoveries, Vivarium. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Yeah, so... Sorry. Yeah, this is a tad much. Okay, so... Okay, well, unfortunately, this is mostly just physics, but I'll take it. Actually, if I wanted to do that, do not. Alright, well, I don't want to get rid of the really good ones. Yeah, this isn't great, but at the same time, I kinda need to start clearing these out because this is a tad much. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the hatchlings, though. Yeah. I also don't want to get rid of, like, hey, the really good ones. Yeah, just normal ox, epic ox. Wait another year to for this one to reproduce. So how exactly do you guys work? Did I accidentally do something that I shouldn't have? Space whale, space whale. Yeah, we're not getting rid of the epic because that's, you know, epic. Okay, screw it. We'll wait one more reproductive cycle, and then we'll... Ooh, mining station output up. Yay. And, okay, I feel like... Replicate... No. Focus. What we need to do is get the Citadel. It's going to take a very long time to get. However, given the fact that we have battleships coming in, I'm pretty sure we actually have battleships. Hang on. Can I, like, look at the fleet manager? Ship designer. Oh, we do have battleships. I forgot about that. And they're all... Right, don't auto upgrade even if I... artillery. Yep, that's kind of what you're meant to do. Tyrant of Fire. Good name for... good name of class. And, okay, I should also maybe actually add some in there. Yes, add one battleship per, basically per fleet. Actually, no, you can have two. If anything, we should probably start to phase out cruisers at this point. Mostly because, yeah, battleships are just better. And yeah, that Zarknine's Pilgrims, they're just kind of their own thing. Okay, how's our astral actions? You're not going to be done for another few years, so... Astral Siphon, boost, I got the physics research going up again. Trying to remember what I wanna... Holy shit, it's tradition time? It's tradition time! Yay! Alright, so... Archivism... aptitude... Adaptability, domestication... Yeah, I don't really want to go down that path anymore. Although farmer output going up, that could actually be alright. Yeah, but that's like... the Vivarium tank stuff. Domination. Empire size from Pops. Hegemony, Federation type. Enmity. Per enabling rival. Pop growth. Harmony. Statecraft. Edict Fund. Empire. Her size down 5%. Council agenda speed. Agenda of rival claims oppose the fallen. Edict duration. All counselors gain skill level. Effective counselor skills. Prosperity. Prosperity? Well, hang on now. Prosperity just might be some we've been looking for. Oh, apparently Eternal Vigilance is tied to that. To Unyielding now. Interesting. Subterfuge. Uncover secrets. Code breaking. Mining station output up another 20%. Huh? That may actually be planetary infrastructure upkeep down. Planetary cost and build speed. Public works divisions. 100 additional housing, ring world segments, and residential archaeologies provide additional housing. Resources from jobs up, and upkeep from jobs down. Okay, it's not exactly the best, but I'm actually kind of leaning towards prosperity, though apparently archivism is also very good. Things of unlock discovery, frontier archaeology. Yep. To excavate archaeological sites and unknown systems. Hang on, that might actually be all right. Like, I know there's at least one in an unoccupied system. Xenogeology, expert negotiation, 1% per specimen in an exhibition. Total. Okay, prosperity and archivism are both something I'm kind of leaning towards right now, because... Okay, actually just show me the Grand Archive. We do have quite a few epics. Okay, granted we have a lot of commons too, but we do have a few rares. Fruit from burger jobs. Okay, well I know why I don't have that one activated, but also we can celebrate diversity, gain more unity, which... Okay, I feel like that's something I kind of need to do. Okay, as much as I want prosperity, and I'll probably immediately... and the second I actually get to the second I actually... Like, at the very least, until I get that one... like... Okay, we are definitely not... Like, despite being militarist, we're definitely not doing as much militaristic things as we probably should be doing. Problem is, both prosperity and archivism are both really good. Okay, you know what? We're going for archivism. At least until we get... We're going for archivism at least until we get to the stuff that's, you know, stuff that I can actually use. Right, so if I want to do that now... Okay, maybe let time tick on a little bit before we actually... Wait, what exactly do you do? Oh, your edict funds. Sell... Trade from jobs up. Okay, you know what? Actually, hang on. Okay, you have exactly one more thing you need to scan before you can, before we can lock the system down. In the meantime, Pearl Sufet, I kind of need you to fall back to, Haga, mostly because this is not good. And I'm pretty sure the Pilgrims of Zarkland can handle basically anything. Oh, and by this point, pretty much everyone's getting involved. I'm guessing the gates are starting to actually open up. No, this looks like you're not... Yeah, you haven't been activated yet. So, do you guys have an L gate? If you do, I don't see it. Well, you have a wormhole. Well, there's also a dimensional anchor there. So get time moving, otherwise we're not going to be able to scan things. Okay, now that we have a ton of minerals coming in, all of a sudden, we can actually start doing a lot more fun stuff. You need to be specialized into civilian industry. And I'm out. And I'm out again. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. Council agenda.
A system has been charted.
Up. Good. In that case, you. Ooh. Lockdown terminal egress. Science ship. Start heading. Okay, first we'll just go around exploring, and just to see how many things there are to scan. They're also starting to head out though. Sarkine's pilgrims. Oh, when you can, follow them. We need to make sure there's nothing too terrifying waiting for us on anywhere in L-space.
Intellectual booty.
Oh, and with that, we also researched something. Yeah. See, a lot of stuff up here, including a shattered world. Well, habitability 0 because it's a shattered world, but the fact that it's there, very interesting. Also, ooh, that just helped out a lot. Wormhole travel, gateway travel. Don't give a shit about anything else. We need to activate those gateways. Because activating these 2 gateways will absolutely help out in terms of getting from one side of the system to from one side of the Empire to the other. And, oh, that's so much better. Also, Void Tracker, Carefree. Yeah, you can have a custom AI assistant because you're going around doing that. And I would love to have another science ship up there, or also exploring. In fact, I probably should do that. Okay, okay, you're the nearest starbase. I need a new science ship right now. And the reason I need a science ship is because reasons.
We grow ever stronger.
Because, yeah, we're also dealing with this. Violence from above. Violence on MOA 3, continue to disturb. Keelthamon believes that the location is likely to be a burial site, that as these aliens appear to have been in a good physical condition until they were suffocated by the sands. What's more, we have also uncovered a number of weapons and installations capable of launching heavy ordnance. Surprisingly, they are not aimed at the surface, but instead target the depths of space itself. Whatever enemy these people are facing likely came from the stars. Fascinating indeed. Also, I would like to look in here. Let's celebrate diversity! Trade from jobs. Oh, we're already up to 1,000. And of that again. Oh, right, you. I would like to have another one of you, mostly because that'll increase that. And also have more farms, because you can't really do much else. As for over here, you're still building the city.
We grow ever stronger.
You just got done building something. Can't clear those out yet because I'm smart. Obtain common to Yankee genetic material. Alright, well, considering we're probably going to do some culling very soon.
Hard to port. Our lookouts spy a spaceborne life form.
Open storm trap. Yeah, don't do that yet. Oh, did one just appear here? No, it's one here. Alright, well, at the very least, can you show me... Okay, again, a lot of stuff that needs to be scanned. Speaking of, has our new science ship appeared? Excellent. You need a scientist? Let's get you a scientist. Planner theorist, astrolift exploration, anomaly research speed. Well, you're corrupt, so no. Oh, food from jobs if you're a governor. Adaptable. You have arrested development, so planner theorist, as good as that sounds in theory. No. Resilient, adaptable, resilient archaeologist. From the state of... Oh, right, my effing other... Bounty Watergate. Good name. Alright, congratulations, welcome to the team. You are immediately being thrown into something potentially extremely dangerous. Which is to say... Alright, well... No, let's actually... I need you to go survey that system. In the meantime... Build megastructure... Hyper relay... Okay, not yet. Okay, you in the meantime, go survey that. And also in the meantime, don't do anything with that, because if we do... Also, a lot of alsos right now. You upgrade right the F now. I need to get... because once the other L-gates start to turn on, I want to see exactly what's going on in the rest of the galaxy. And the reproductive status should have just ticked over. Alright, well now you're eligible for reproductive status. What does that mean? Hatchling. Okay, just wait a little bit longer. It's fine. And hopefully by the time we got our second science ship involved, we'll be okay. And holy shit, we're actually... Well, we have a surplus in energy now, but we're losing food again. So how are you guys doing? Oh, your fleet power is pathetic right now. And also we're actively becoming hostile with each other. Hey, so about that trade deal. Resources... Alright, let's start small. Let's just do a nice big pile of... Alright, 1,000 food up front, and all I want are some alloys. Okay, that is what they consider to be a fair trade in terms of food to alloys ratio. I mean, honestly, if you're willing to do it, I'm willing to accept. Should also probably focus on you. You're just slowly getting there. You'll probably be fine. And you accept the trade. Hooray, and we still somehow have 12,000. I have no idea how we did that. And resource storage full. Oh, we're full up on minor artifacts again, you say? And we're losing a shit ton of energy again. How the F is that possible? Why are there space amoeba here? Hey, so where's Heavenite Sufet? No. Emerald Sufet, you still can't be converted because you're still not big enough. Actually, no, not wait. No, it was a Heavenite Sufet? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter considering they also don't. Oh, they're still not big enough. You guys are big enough, but you're basically my main fleet. I don't want to get rid of you. It's fine, mostly. I should probably actually upgrade the... Oh. Okay, what are we... Form Galactic Council. This is not what I wanted right now. State of... Excuse me, guys. Why the F would you say... Are you the one putting forward the State of Takim? Or no, the Galactic Council. Is it because you know I can't be on it? Well, guess what? You're voting against it. F you. And yes, I'm going to call in favors. Who? From who? I don't know. Well, that's a bit of a problem, but...
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
Okay, well that might be a big problem. Also, it is a list of names. Trillions and trillions of names cover the obelisk, arranged in a complicated mathematical pattern. They shift and change as we observe them. The facets of the obelisk are uniquely allowing each name to be precisely true to one of the alcoves along the wall, touching any one of the with a probe resulting in a corresponding chamber lighting up with dangerous amounts of energy and a pitiful wailing. Unfortunately, we attract the attention of the floating creatures once more. Pull the emergency anchor or destroy this infernal device. Okay, well, I know what's going to happen if I do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Good luck, my friend. No. Okay, yeah, I should probably upgrade the star here as well, if anything, just to get that. You also need to start being anchorages, maybe. Torpedo batteries, not really. Solar panel networks, more trade. Yeah, just destroy the tanks. And okay, now it can be a shipyard. Got it. That's what the problem was. Okay, this is starting to become an issue. I need to figure out a way to make that not happen. Also, apparently Regen is up here. I don't know why. You have 3 orders left. You have 6 orders left. Well, on the plus side, assuming if none of them die, that means it's gonna be clear. At least one extra action is available. Still a year out from that, and even that's probably gonna be a little expensive. By the way, the Head of Zarkland is once again available. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how we still have so many motes and gases, but I mean, if I can sell more on the market, I won't say no. I have no idea what the price currently is. I probably should have checked that. Particles left corrosive particles across the planet. Minerals. Oh, I guess there was a storm up there. I mean, okay, minerals, not really an issue up here. Volatile motes, on the other hand, not bad, assuming, you know, this is the place that actually produces volatile motes. Yeah. Hey, speaking of, do I actually know what's going on these planets? Okay, you're our commercial hub. Can actually upgrade. Hey, the gene. Yeah, sure, have more doctors. Also, you can have some aquaculture. And how are things going on? Okay, you're slowly getting more aquaculture. You can be upgraded. Because we are just getting more and more minerals now, which is good, because we were kind of lacking in that.
Space charts updated.
Jamor has been fully surveyed. Okay. No, construction ship. Please go build that starbase. Also, you, please put a listening post down. You're still doing that. You go survey that system. Because the more systems we lock down here, the harder it's going to be for everyone else to start. To actually, like, start getting a foothold. Assuming they even can at this point. Because for all I know, Milegate's the only one open, and they're all just, like, going in that one. Which I'm not entirely sure how that would be the case. Weldon Black Hole. The F are you? You look like a destroyed thing. Wonder if there's a Leviathan there. High Dimensional Horror, how you doing? Still big and horrifying? Yeah, you are. You know, gotta say hi to a Leviathan sometime.
A system has been charted.
Good. After that, go do that. Good, good. So a hive mind has just become militarist. Surely that only good things can come from that. You go survey that system. And okay, we're fine. Hang on, do I happen to have any free construction ships? I mean, you're not doing anything. Not exactly any unclaimed resources over there. Maybe go and start building some mining stations. You know, for fun. Hey, how's our technology coming? Very slowly. Hey, so YouTube, guess what? Hey, that was weird, YouTube. Anyway, okay, so what were we doing? I was just gone for like 3 minutes. What happened? Natural action.
Spaceborne life forms ahead.
Up. Okay, well, on the plus side, another Cthulhuid right there. So if you can't do that, then go survey that system. And by this point, now that I can tell that there are basically no, from what I can tell, well, giant nanite swarms waiting to destroy us. Maybe just go around, clean up the Cthulhuids, and then we'll bring the pilgrims home so the economy can actually recover slightly. Okay, swear that just went down. Also, we still have a massive surplus of exotic gases. Oh, and our rare crystal situation is also rapidly developing into a problem again. I see nothing mosquito. You, another 10. You, like, one more. Alright, we are now over 100 in terms of in terms of what we're gaining in trade this month.
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
Well, that's not great. That's only like 1,000. It wouldn't be enough yet. However,
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Oop, first time we can actually see the pilgrims in action.
There is new information in the situation log. There is new information in the situation log.
Fleet combat stance. And yeah, that was just for you. However, Cthulhuid research. Okay, how about instead of doing that, you go do that, and then survey that system. And listening post is going to be done in another or a couple of months. Relic activation, also good. Time project, good. That's also a thing. Only losing 31k. Actually, no, we're only losing 10 energy credits a month. That... Alright, why is it fluctuating so badly? What is happening? Okay, you, I think, need... Well, you need doctors, but you also need one of these, because otherwise we're not going to get anything. Where are... Oh, also we are going to need amenities. That's also an issue. Actually, wait, medical center for one of these. You also need one of these. And you also need another farm. And... Very nice. Kind of hope one of my leaders die soon because I need, like, more space. You know, in-game Twitch. Don't have a panic attack. Specialize into being a generator. And hey, we can flash forward a new hyper relay. And you're standing outside of that one.
To speak with us.
Oh, caravan fleet. How convenient. Go build that hyper relay.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, pause the game. Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. The legacy of the Orion Star Merchants, they are no longer with us, but but the prescribed quotas show us your wares. 6 months of society research, how do you do? Increase housing by 10%. Okay, monthly society research down 100%, but we get 1 bunk bed deployment. I mean, is there any of our planets that have a particular housing problem? Because not you. No. There's too much UI. Yeah, you're fine on housing. You're fine on housing. You're fine on housing. That's technically the only one who... Oh, apparently you guys are in desperate need of upgrades. Why am I not upgrading you? Yeah, in terms of housing... Yeah, not interested in the extra housing. You, however, I'm very interested in. Civilian fabricators, go up, please. And we're now down rare crystals. Okay, I'm gonna try and get the mosquito because it's within smacking range. Missed. Got it. I'm gonna go rinse it off. Got the mosquito. While my stream's far behind. But it's probably alright.
There is new information in the situation log.
Yep, okay. And by this point, Zarkan's Pilgrims, please report back to Sidona. Also, apparently, the enigmatic cache is just floating above us. I'm sure it's fine.
We grow ever stronger.
Terminal egress station, and now has its thing. Okay, good. So can I actually see what's going on elsewhere yet? I'm assuming that was... Oh, you're done. Please go and research. Okay, you know what? No. No, it's easier to do it like this. Research that. Survey. Survey, and then you can survey the rest. And after that's done, we can turn off Map the Stars again. You guys get... No, your fleet power is still pathetic. Also, apparently...
Project done. Not so special now, was it?
Oh, it was just we scavenge the debris and we get a bunch of minerals from it. Hell yeah. Osako? Also, particle storm detected. Emergency FTL. It's probably fine. So what are the odds you guys are going to be around much longer? Because, you know... How are things in the Senate? Things are looking... Alright, well, there's still a few years until this either passes or loses. Because under normal circumstances, I would want this to pass. However, I'm still not in the top 10, which means I'm not... Alright, no, I'm not even... Not the top 10, the top 3. And unfortunately, two of the dicks next door are both likely candidates for being a part of the Galactic Community. Or no, not the Galactic Council, which is a problem because I want to be on the Galactic Council. And the Absorbers of Athos are still just building out their whole network. This needs to hurry up. So where exactly are we detecting you? Markeb. Very cool.
Council agenda ready.
Good to know. What is that? Astute observation for archaeological site on survey. Chart the unknown. That'd probably be more helpful. Whole evolving society. Okay, the fact that I should probably launch this at some point, just to, like just to get the extra ship build speed, which I mean would probably be a good thing. Okay, Zarkan's pilgrims still heading home. Oh, on the plus side, the Forever Tempest. Our theories regarding the strange mass grave we found on Moa 3 led to no useful conclusions. The only remaining lead pertain to the origin of the sands that swallowed this army whole. After performing a series of immensely complex calculations and simulations, we've determined that the very storm which brought the sands here continues to rage elsewhere on the planet. A small expedition force was sent out to explore. A violent tempest has greeted them. Its brutal winds having carved out a deep recess into the ground. If any answers are to be found here, they are no doubt contained within this abyss, right where the eye of the storm finds its home. Take any precautions necessary. Would not mind if you pick up archaeologists. That would be helpful. Diplomacy. More philosophy. We've apparently discovered a new astral rift. Good to know. Land of First Contact Protocol. Militarized economy. I feel like we might need to switch over to that pretty soon. Trade policy, you can only do wealth creation. Which is probably not a smart thing to do. Doing this might not necessarily be the smartest thing to do if I also want to do this. Use consumer goods. It's not a problem yet. Don't worry about it. Space file grow. Will not grow to exceed our. Population control. No. Okay. Just hold off a little bit longer. It's fine. It's not fine. What we need to do.
A special project is finished.
Okay, good. And we also found another astral rift. Okay, it's just kind of appeared down here. Interesting. Oh yeah, I also did want to colonize other worlds. That would definitely be... Oh. Yeah, maybe do that. You're still being built up. You already have a capital. Tops here are still growing. Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention up here that much. Probably should. Aquaculture, you're getting it done. Also, you can also be focusing on energy generation as well. Especially considering it looks like now that you're officially docked,
We grow ever stronger.
that's actually helpful.
Project done. Not so special now, was it?
Ooh, bunch of rare crystals. Very good. Okay, seriously, why is it fluctuating so hard? $101 out until we can get another tradition, but at the same time, I think we should push that back a little bit just to upgrade you. Because getting that upgraded would definitely help a lot. Okay, why is it getting so much worse? Are we really losing?
What have we here?
Alright, another anomaly. Why do you not have orders? Please go build mining and research stations. Mining station, outpost. You're scanning, you're scanning. Okay, things are fine. L-space, basically secure at this point. Though I'm still not entirely sure how it is that that we can't see what's going on elsewhere with you know. How exactly are they all getting into L-space if, like, are they really just all coming to Larkin's Singularity, or did another one open up somewhere?
Spaceborne life forms ahead.
Well, no, they couldn't have jumped over because that doesn't make sense. Also, god damn it, more Cthulhuoids. And so apparently there was some border shifting over here, I guess. Planets, systems. Okay, guess something happened there. So event Shattered Obelisk. The charges we strategically placed along the seams of the obsidian tower have sheared it completely in half as the upper portion of the obelisk slid away. A severe darkness filled the cavern. The floating creatures we noticed earlier lost their luminosity and fell to the ground with heavy, wet thumbs. The gates containing the chambers lining the walls swung open. Countless hordes of creatures poured forth from these holes in the closest tunnel systems. We have no idea where these tunnels lead, but at least they are now free. We have shattered the obelisk. The shattered material of the obelisk possesses unique and interesting properties. We have taken as much of it aboard as we could obelisk fragment and a whole bunch of new shit. Yay! Alright, so that can only end well. And what exactly do you get me? Monthly Astro Threads up 9%. Alright, not super great, but pretty alright. And new astral action available. Dimension shifting. Unlocks the phase fleet. Heat action, which allows you to phase out of existence and safely into. Okay, so this is. Alright, so it's not what I thought it is, but the fact. phase out of existence, safe in a different dimension for 180 days. Okay, so basically just we can nope out. We can nope out of any engagement, and if we need to. Why are you guys just... And yeah, I'm sure whatever that thing we just did will have no negative consequences whatsoever.
A system has been charted.
An astrolift... Yeah, now that the astrolift has been explored, you can go do some research anomalies, I guess. You know, just to level up a little bit more. Another system been fully surveyed. Ooh, nanites. That's what I wanted to see right there. Yeah, once you're done there, go do that. You have your orders. Okay, the Save to Kim are just being real brave with these, with the Cthulhuids just being nearby.
Space charts updated.
That system surveyed. You're now moving along. Also, I guess. Yeah, might as well begin the process of why I need terminal egress here. Because I just want it to be a really big shipyard. Because terminal egress, once the rest of the L gates come online, whenever that may be, is going to turn to be is going to be a very key play a very key role in actually like
life forms ahead.
moving around in terms of warfare. Okay, I don't really want to bring the Zarkan's Pilgrims to do that, so... does anyone here have Void Hunter on them? Onyx Tufa, you have Void Hunter. Alright, Onyx Tufa, congratulations, you've been specially chosen for this mission. Please go... stab things. I guess not stab things, blast things. No, didn't want you to do it like that. Go blast that, and then go blast these. Because at least doing that will give us some extra materials. And also give you guys a little bit of extra experience. I mean, screw it, I have another construction ship right here. Yeah, can I look at your actual order queue? Because you just need to do... you can just focus on that instead. And don't be any Cthulhuids here.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay, good, there isn't. And there's even a shattered planet here. But yeah, if we can start extracting those nanites... Whoop. Alright, yeah, if we can start extracting those nanites, we can actually start selling those on the galactic market, potentially for a massive profit. Alright, in the meantime, the foreign object in the system was discovered to be a large mass of organic remains originating from some type of spaceborne fauna, having any identifiable features shredded apart by the cosmic storm. It is impossible to correctly catalog the biological debris. Pilesk is confident that That more detailed forensic analysis of the creature's remains would reveal more about the situation. Nature of the gravity storm space performs. So society research or no, perform an
There is
autopsy.
new information in the situation log.
Well, if you're gonna do that, maybe do that before going to do this. And dreaded for army morale damage, or heavy hitter for army normal damage. And let's make him dreaded. That's fun. You know, there's a whole trope about that. Radiant storm detected. Only a little bit. Ooh, we are running low on energy credits. Market. Luckily, we can just buy a fuckload. Fixed. And we are still producing massive excesses of volatile motes. Alright, so can I just... If I were to do that, would that completely break the economy? Okay, no, that only got rid of one extra exotic gas. Yeah, order's been canceled. Oh, so apparently the keepers of Avbreen are about to be integrated, huh? Oh, you're the cool looking rock people. Well, you're also spiritualist and yeah. Hang on, are you doing the absorbing? Okay, yeah, so that's these guys. It's not just this one tiny system. That makes more sense. Order canceled. The Turkive have gotten to a research agreement with, I'm sorry, who? It's gone now. Ooh, you guys are also Beastmasters. And that somehow made us lose more. Okay, screw it. Just do this and just see what happens. If we start losing a bunch, then I'll know we'll have at least made a dent.
Anomalous space-time continuum ahead.
Ooh. Hey, so is the fleet even... Hey, so is Oxuva ever... Okay, guess they just never left. Which is kind of an issue, but... Okay, whatever. We still have plenty of volatile and exotic gases. Okay, am I just not selling it for enough? Alright, so, what am I looking at right now? The gases? Oh, they're being... That would explain it, because they're being bought for basically nothing. And what about the motes? Alright, well that's basically being sold at price. Well, if I do... Oh god! Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen. Massive increase in trade, but massive loss in the... Yeah, do that. Well, don't do that. Okay, not 100, just... that for 2. It isn't great. On the plus side, we are getting a... Oh. After careful dissection, the organic species of this visceral mass remains a mystery. The extraordinary damage taken in the epicenter of the storm have stripped of any recognizable features or genetic markers. However, in the process of the study, we have gained insight in how the composition of the cosmic storms and their devastating effects on xenobiological matter. Society research and planetary storm negation. Yay. And our Minister of State has leveled up. Gain intel, improving relationships, code breaking, charmer. So we can either improve one of the 2 things already here, or you can become something else. Just checking to make sure we are still, like, not muted. Code breaking encryption or influent. Take opportunist. Take opportunist.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, terminal egress, and the resolution has failed. Oh! Okay, good. For now. Form Galactic Council. That is something that I do want to do, but I can't be passed for probably another... Alright, so that's 5,000 days, but so it won't happen now, but it'll happen at some point. In the meantime, what's most likely going to be next? Research channels. Okay, I can work with that. So is mine just orange because I'm the player character? That's probably the case. Astral actions we can do that. We have enough to do this, but we can almost flash forward another hyper relay.
We grow ever stronger.
Yay! Okay, no. No, not your name. Just you, the ship. I need you to build mining stations and research stations. And as for the other one, I need you to go claim that. I don't care. And okay, we're back in the surplus of our okay, new archaeological thing, but okay, we're actually gaining 5 rare crystals right now, so I'm willing to give up another 3 in terms of buying, just to get that little bit of extra economy going. Also, the body, which I will read after having a sip of water. Navigating the site was difficult and required the utmost skill and attention. However, in the center of the crater and amidst the raging storm, we discover a most unusual skeleton. The remains are as ancient as those within the mass grave, though both the phenotype and genotype of this body were entirely different from the corpses we found there. The skeleton's uniform was surprisingly well preserved, and it too showed significant differences in design. There were also signs that some of the appendages were deliberately removed, but most curious were the readings from our sensors. We detected energy fluctuations around the body and from within. These signatures bore surprising similarity to those inside the massive storm, as well as to the cosmic storm that originally uncovered the mass grave. A theory began to form. Was this individual linked to the storms we've encountered so far? They might even have been responsible for the burial of... Might they have even been responsible for the burial of the army? It felt bizarre to consider, but the facts were leading us this way. Very fascinating indeed. Okay. We're fine. Just some space amoeba floating through there. Why does that fluctuate so hard? Why do you guys keep flip-flopping between liking us and hating us? Oh, you guys have actually gotten your strength up to inferior again. Would you like another trait? Want to do another food for alloys? I mean, if they're down for it, I'm also down for it. Another 213 for another 1,000 food. Yeah, there we go. Much better deal in my favor. And as much as I'd love to give you guys a good deal, I don't really know what I can give you. I don't really know what hive mind's like, and I don't really think you have any consumer goods you want to give me. Anyway, what polychromatic star, Barpillus report. What's a fascinating change in Sappad's fusion reaction since the passage of the gravity storm. It appears that the storm induced an unexpected nuclear reactions within the star's core, resulting in a steady release of alloys from the connective zones. These complex and idiosyncratic reactions are producing the unusual polychromatic flaring we observe. In any case, it continues to be a source of worthy 7 physics or say these planet. I mean, take the energy and the alloys. Hey, fuck it. And yeah, you guys said yes to that, which I appreciate. And now we're harvesting 6 alloys from it. Very nice. And also 4 energy. Hang on. Theory. What would happen, or if this isn't really a theory, this would be more a question. What were to happen if, with this 4 energy, 6 alloy star, I were to put a Dyson swarm around it? Dyson swarm to improve the output of stellar deposits. Granted, it would definitely eat more into our alloys, but at the same time, I feel like that's the thing I need to test, right? Like this feels like a theory. This feels like a very plausible theory that holds at least some level of water. All right, so 36 months. Actually, no. All right, we're upgrading that back to up to 51 months. It's fine. Yeah, you're fine with that. You guys hate us. Why are you guys here? That just feels like, yeah. Right, question. Can you actually survey that system, or are there still things in there? If there are still things in there, screw it, Zarkan's Pilgrims, you're going back in. Go wait right there. Actually, I should probably send you to Terminal Egress because they actually have an actual thing where you're not going to eat into my... Yeah, go wait at Terminal Egress for now. Losing a bunch of energy again. Our consumer goods situation is actually very much improving. Yeah, can we have civilian industries in there? That'd be really good for you to start doing that. Also, what's the good one again? Energy grid, technician output up 20%. Yeah, you can do that. And what about up here? Same basic deal. Energy grid, you can have another worker. If anything, getting the other thing there would probably be not the worst plan. Duelist. Yeah, you're a hollow feeder. Unity, amenities, and naval capacity. Or a commercial zone, consumer goods into trade. Yeah, this is kind of what you're meant. This is kind of what you're meant for, so sure. Hey, in terms of fleet manager, 30,000 alloys. Still a ways off from that. Onyx Sufet.
Ahoy there!
I mean, you can be upgraded for relatively cheap.
Research complete.
Oh. Ooh, system capital complex. Fun. And in the meantime, naval capacity, farming subsidies. Here's farmer output. The living state. Tile blockers. The Giga Mall. Not to confuse with the Giga Mall, which is a mall that looks like General Giga. Why did I say her full name? You know what? Take food processing because this is fluctuating way too hard for my liking. We have an unspent. Ooh, new. We can actually reform the government and get a new thing. I mean, it'll be at the cost of a lot of unity, but. Well, now. That feels real fun. Philosopher King for Council Experience gain. Yeah, I've kind of let go of that one because Memorialist for Council position High Curator for monthly unity. I mean, that replacing the Master of Duels. Actually, no. Master of Duels. No. Master of Duels. No, Arbiter of Duels. Output from Duelists. I can't exactly expand the council any more than I would want for that. Trade, crafters, for armor hit points of all things. No, artisans are replaced with artificers. Artificer consumer goods into trade. Hyperspace specialty. Genius guides for cannot build colony ships, cannot build alien zoos. For uplifting pre-sapiens, functional architecture, free haven, for worker happiness, feudal society, so environmentalist for consumer goods upkeep down. That might actually not be the worst thing to take. Efficient bureaucracy, a diplomatic corps. I'll have a bit of a harder think about that.
We grow ever stronger.
Good. Please build the more mines. First satellite. Our long-range tracking system has detected the first launch of an artificial satellite from the surface of Romston 2. It successfully achieved orbit and marked of a budding space program initiated by a planet's alien civilization. After taking its first tentative steps into space, we can expect them to send manned missions and eventually interplanetary. They're on the verge of space travel. Is that? Yeah, that's where another effing.
We grow ever stronger.
What's that happened? Well, so apparently our Minister of Defense can become better. Fleet command limit up by up another 50. Explosive. Explosives up. Nah, just increase the command limit. It's fine. Because if I... Yeah, you're still upgrading. I mean, you can also be upgraded for relatively cheap. As can you. And...
Ships ready for action.
Okay, and you're officially up here, so please go hunting.
We grow ever stronger.
Fast reactions, we can... that was a big save, probably because the galaxy's getting a lot more complicated. We can flash forge another hyper relay. Okay, we don't need another... I feel like we're good on construction ships up here, so you, my friend, can report back to there. How are you doing? You're still building. How are the rest of you, actually? I haven't actually come and checked on you in a while. You can have one more alloy foundry. And you can be upgraded, and you can be upgraded. Granted, this is definitely eating to our rare crystal consumption, but it's fine. You can also have more in the way of technicians. Oh, we also upgrade our capital buildings. You know, assuming they can actually afford or have the population to actually support that. Nope. Like our capital. Let's screw it. Add another 2 farms. It's fine. My throat isn't getting sore. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ships ready for action.
Good, our fleet's getting even more powerful. A gravity storm for more emergency FTL hampering. But it's pretty firmly in this space, aside from over here, but we'll pay that no mind. Excuse me, sorry.
Fleet engaged. Give them a
Yep.
broadside.
Please deal with that.
Ledger of situations amended.
Alright, same basic deal. Research and survey. At which point you can also you can deal with that. I mean, you can just build those mining stations and then go and build that starbase. And we are actually gaining more nanites. Now, question. How much do nanites actually sell for on the market? They're not selling for anything on the market. My cunning plan. Oh well, but they do at the very least have their own special thing. Nanite actuators for research. Or speed up 10%. Yes, it'll make them more expensive, but it's fine.
The fleet has been refitted.
Good, everything's being upgraded. And speaking of upgrades, you're still about 2-ish years out. But it's fine. And as much as a waste of it probably would be, I'm real tempted to just put a Dyson Swarm around this just to see if it actually does increase the amount of alloys like being produced from there. Up. Oh, probably should have read that. They've reached the space age a lot quicker than they probably should have. Greetings, we have no doubt taken notice of our ascent from our humble beginnings, taking you to a starbase orbiting our star. Understand? Claim our. Of course, it's only just. You'll be a vassal soon enough. And also, I'm trying to pause the thing so I can read. Pause the playback on the Twitch stream, YouTube. The aliens finished construction of its first interplanetary vessel in orbit of their homeworld. For better or worse, the aliens are now. Oh yeah, so basically just the same basic message. And apparently, with that, it's now caught up, mostly, probably. Still a couple months away from the next big galactic community event.
They wish to speak with us.
And yeah, you can do that.
Fleet
Yep.
engaged. Give them a broadside. There is new information in the situation log.
And the Bathydae have joined in the galactic community. Who are the Bathydae? I don't know. Can you be anything other than Protectorate? No, probably because you're... Man, I do have a holding on your homeworld, right? No, I don't want that. I want your planet. Alright, I do. I'm producing Unity here. Very good. And we're dealing with the hostile. We're dealing with the hostile presence. You're not effing done. Alright, research the projects.
Is finished.
Same basic deal all over the place. Apparently there's just some engineering research there that I never got around to doing. And once that wraps up, we can turn off Map the Stars and get our Unity coming along even faster. In the meantime, Sarkhan's Pilgrims, you just rest here because I don't want... because otherwise it'll take you forever just to get anywhere. And you're all upgraded, but now you need to be reinforced. Which is going to cost a good chunk of our alloys. I can do it, but will it actually do the thing I want it to do? Because it'd be really cool if it did. They're both being harvested by mining. Alright, screw it. We'll, at the very least, get the first tier down. Also, nice. I should also probably upgrade you as well. You know, get that physics from 49 to potentially triple digits. Ooh, but that's going to cost a lot more in terms of Unity to upgrade, so maybe hold off on that. And also, we are pushing that back further again, but it's probably okay.
Research complete.
And farming subsidies and better food stuff. Infrastructure, habitat, life system complex, advanced food processing, starbase capacity. Clear tile blocker volcanoes, ancient refineries. So do I want gene crops, which will get me even more food? Unlock nutritional plentitude. And automated agri-complex. Yeah, it's faster, so it's fine. Gateway travel 42 months out. Citadel also 48 months out. It's getting, we're getting closer towards the big boys. And Senate session, cooperative research agreements, and it's apparently a dead heat right now.
A special project
Just a
finished.
I mean, I wanted to call in favors. Alright, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. The scientist can now be a roamer, a carefree, or an archaeologist. Well, you're not going to have much to look at soon, so take archaeologist. You're surveying. You're also doing that. Alright, we're now losing nanites, but considering we're going to be, like, getting more soon enough, don't really think that's a problem. Right, losing a fuckload of energy again. Where am I looking? Over here. Just over a year out for you. Alright, well, not just, like, year and a half-ish out.
Project done. Not so special now, was it?
Right, you... research stations first, then the mining stations. And hopefully there's going to be some... Yeah, there's plenty of nanite worlds here, so hopefully at least one of them will have something. Yeah, also getting a bunch of rare crystals, which is good. If anything, we'd probably make a couple more hyper relays, is even without needing to flash forge one. Oh, well, we're at max capacity, so we might as well flash forge one. And just keep moving it north. Because if we can get to the borders, that'll the we get the borders with the absorbers of Athos, that'll at least work. Okay, let me see this. Okay, gene. Next, agriculture. If anything, prioritize that. You need more amenities, so... Commercial zone? No. Hollow theater. I mean, you're in the same sector as the other one, and a luxury residence would give a lot of amenities. Kind of a bunch of housing that's not really needed, but sure. Yo, I made such a smart decision just getting rid of the monthly trade of effing minerals. Oh, we are now swimming in them. Alright, now you're just over a year out. You're gonna take a while to construct, and even then, if it doesn't do what I'm expecting it to do, or if it doesn't do what I'm testing it to do, then it's fine. We'll just dismantle it. Oh, the Primus. So, military theory, industry, propulsion, or cartographer. Industry, military, or propulsion. Screw it, you're gonna be better at propulsion. Just because we kind of need to make... Because going faster is very nice.
Space charts updated.
Alright, systems fully surveyed. Build, and with that, you're basically done here. Excuse me, pretty sure you're doing that. You're just about halfway done with that. Okay, well, I mean, there are plenty of research anomalies all over the place, so you can start clearing some of those up. That one might take you a while. And I do want you to... You're only level 3, that's level 7, and I want you to be doing more archaeological stuff, not just, you know, that. Granted, there aren't that many archaeology sites left. But I mean... You know, there's at least that one. I'm pretty sure... Pretty sure it's in here. Okay, so it's in that one, but I also want this one. Why'd I click on it again? I don't know. Also, how's it 1 AM already?
A special project is finished.
Got a bunch more rare crystals. Hopefully that'll help offset the fact that... it just barely offsets it. Let's go. Nano actuators, you're being very helpful. And speaking of archaeology, and to dust once more. Cross-referencing the uniform symbols with our database produced a baffling result. The body belonged to a citizen of the Bathydae Convention, the very same civilization whose broadcast station had been explored not too long ago. Who, to our even greater surprise, the uniform, the age of the body, and the information on the broadcast paint a surprisingly cohesive picture. We now believe that this world mentioned by this is the world mentioned by those broadcasts, with the linguistic knowledge from the propaganda station in hand. Kiletha Hamun deciphered the victim's name, Hator Galleon. Only moments later, the sounding storm rapidly increased in size and intensity due to weather's highly unpredictable nature. It became too dangerous to say, and we were forced to abandon the world until the maelstrom. The trail of the Akaria Convention has grown cold again. A storm to signal happens in 15 days. Well, I guess the cold trail will suddenly become hot again momentarily.
We grow ever stronger.
The energy signature of the alien body and the planet rooting maelstrom on Moa 3 match those of the cosmic storm responsible for unearthing the buried armory. A scan log reveals a previously explored system that harbors corresponding fluctuations. These are identical broadcast. Thrice damned archaeology site. Alright, where are you exactly? You're there, and Deribius. Oh, in the crystalline asteroid. Alright, well, our princess has definitely got... Actually... Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, you... Well, I guess you'll finish that up and then you'll come deal with that. Afterwards. You are the princess, right? Yeah, after which the princess, you head up to L-Space and do the research anomalies. And you can also do that one because why not? You have a few more orders you need to do before you're able to do that. You never built that mining station, so please go do that. Mining station, research station. L-Space is basically mine now. Actually, no, it is mine now. Still not entirely sure how we're losing so much energy. How's everywhere else going right now? Oh, hey, speaking of stuff I wanted to do, Discoveries, Vivarium, how are you? Hatchling. Oh yeah, we're pretty much at capacity right now. Space Amoeba also probably not helping. Okay, maybe a Alright, next growth stage in 3 months. Why are all of you so meh? Yeah, don't get rid of the epic ones. I feel like we should do a little bit of culling because this is this might be becoming an issue. Alright, well no, I kind of need to call some of them because otherwise they're the ones that can breed but just won't. Alright. It's not great, but we kind of need to. Okay, just keep going. 3 months, there'll be a new, like, pod, I think the right word is. Alright, now I don't know what to do. I could upgrade the ships. Or it's not upgrade, I could reinforce one of them. Actually, are any of you... No, no one else is actually capable of... Oh. Yay! Well, our capital system's been upgraded. System Capital Complex. Or hopefully now things are going better. And quick question. Oh, just... want to say 2 months? And then...
We grow ever stronger.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that, guys. Well, I suppose if you're going to lay claim to my terminal egress, I suppose it's only fair that I lay claim to basically everything. We'll just claim that, and we'll also claim these 3. We're now lacking on it. We're actually like below 200 influence for the first time in a long time. Can't quite claim that yet. As much as I would love to claim Athos itself, that would be... We're still not quite there yet, so we'll just hold off on that. But, oh yeah, I do believe we are now going to be rather intensely focusing on upgrading the fleet. And the Juvian Star Cartel hates us. Not that I particularly care, mostly because we're going to be at war soon enough. Now, just as a reminder, yeah, these guys are getting dragged in because they... Like, speaking of... Yeah, I'll happily support your independence. Just let me know when.
Space chart.
Black hole instability. Hey, some of the particles being released by the black hole in terminal egress are in fact astral threads. This means that at some point in time an astral scar was pulled into the singularity and is now slowly being ejected, as such an event was previously thought impossible. There are many ways to eject the scar and restabilize the system space by directing a highly concentrated stream of astral threads into the singularity. However, no further action will allow us to continue harvesting cosmic fabrics from a safe distance. Collect the thread. So eject the scar and restabilizes the space, and I'm assuming create a new astral rift for us to explore, or collect from a safe distance. We'll have to figure that out, right? Not now. Okay, now we're gonna figure it out, I think, maybe. So inject material into the singularity and just find some astral threads, or add 3 astral threads to terminal egress. Excuse me. Why not? The injection of astral threads into the singularity caused an immediate and violent reaction as a flood of extra-dimensional particles poured forth from the gravitational pull of the black hole. These particles now have coalesced into an astral rift that is now suspended within the gravity well. How the celestial anomaly was ever sucked into the singularity in the first place remains unknown, but at least now we can investigate what lies on the other side. Ooh. Yay! Very nice. And yeah, you're now moving to go deal with the precursor event chain because you're actually good at that. No offense, Your Majesty. No, you're not. You're not, Her Majesty. Where is she? Over here? And after doing that, you can do that. And okay. Given the fact that war with the Absorbers about us is now pretty much inevitable, I think we need... no, I know for a fact that we need to start focusing more on the... I think it's finally time. We need to shift our focus to... Where is it? Economic? We need to start focusing on... we need to start shifting to a militarized economy. As good as the mixed economy has been, to hit the consumer goods, we've dealt with a lack of consumer goods before. It's basically been the entirety of the game since, like, before the end of last time. It's gonna hurt, but we can maybe compensate. Okay. You can also be upgraded. So please be upgraded. Automation. Max generator districts. You can actually be... He brought over to an actual agricultural focus. I mean, we will. How are things going here? You desperately need food processing and hydroponics. Farmer jobs plus 200. And crop development hub. Max. I mean, actually, that might not be the worst thing. Alright, well, first of all, hydroponics. Then get another farm. Are we down a governor yet? I am unaware. Also, are you done yet? You are done, which means we can turn off effing map the stars. Farming subsidies. Energy credit for yes, please turn on capacity subsidies. I feel like we kind of need that. New astral rift discovered, we're aware. Actually, hang on. Hey, buddy, you wanna maybe go explore the astral rift? No reason. On solar sails, we found the wreckage of an archaic spaceship of unusual design. Instead of using propulsion similar to that of modern ships, the craft relied on large sails unfurled in the vacuum of space. Presumably, the ship harvested solar energy drifted on solar winds created by starlight. Ooh. Hey, message at a Bala archaeological dig site. Hey, oh boy, another dig. Another archaeological. He dig. Fun. Alright. And, okay. It definitely... Ooh, that... Energy subsidies...
We grow ever stronger.
I mean, it tanked our unity income, unsurprisingly, and it didn't even do that much. And okay, 113 alloys per month. That's really good. You upgrade, get another one down. Exotic gas refineries for, and then also artisan upkeep. Synthetic crystal plant, chemical plant. Okay, we kind of need more rare crystals, but we can sell more volatile modes. Assuming, you know, we haven't accidentally crashed the market yet. Surprisingly holding steady. Okay, do that and get another one of those. Hopefully that'll remain fine. Okay, we'll go another month, and then... Why is our one general fucking disorganized? And you got Arrested Development. Great. So 2 of our military guys just got very not good trade. It's at a very not good moment. Alright, exploring Astral Rift. Okay, let's... non-aggression. Okay, we do have to slowly start getting trust. Unfortunately, I do want to hold off and... like, cause... Alright, you know what? For now, we'll just improve relations. That'll at the very least slowly start to get us moving in the right direction. Unspent civic point. Cosmic alteration. A passing cosmic storm had left more than mere devastation. An entirely new geological feature. Fascinating. Management. Impassable mountains. Dangerous wildlife. Unstable plains for moat harvester jobs. Very nice. Exploring Upper Rift. Oh. Apparently some of you guys arrived on Walled Garden. No, that's Emerald Mausoleum. So I hope you guys are good at industrial jobs. There are no unemployed undesirable pops on this planet. What does that mean? Why are they considered undesirables?
The species rights list allows us to customize the citizenship.
They're allowed to be citizens. So what exactly are they're natural engineers, which is good, resilient, good for good during war and crisis. Cave dwellers, so okay, pops. They're efficient at mining. And okay, now that they're no longer undesirables, we can you know, if anything, we should, you know what, fine, you can and mine a bit more. And you can have more agricultural focus. Also, civilian fabricators. We'll also get one of those. If anything, can we move it up a little bit further? Thank you. Ooh, right. How's our fully upgraded thing? 45 plus. Oh, it's not even fully upgraded yet. Granted, we can't actually. I mean, we could in theory afford the upkeep, but at the same time, probably best to focus on other stuff for now. Speaking of, you're at 64%. Okay, I know we're still losing some food, but I think it's time for another trade. Trade deal. Same basic deal, guys. Hey, I give you a boatload of food. And you give me some alloys in return. This is content. This is a good time. Okay, that is the deal they are willing to make. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you guys. Hey, so, what exactly do you guys like? What do you want? Offer trade deal. How valuable do you find alloys? By any chance? You apparently find it pretty valuable, but... Okay, if I were to give you minerals for it? Alright, not looking likely. I mean, how in the volatile modes? Ooh, you're really in the volatile modes, as it turns out. Alright, how can I squeeze them up to 200? Alright, so 42 volatile motes for 200 alloys. Not the worst.
Council agenda ready.
Hey, so why are you up here exactly? You can't exploit living metal yet. And... okay, apparently you guys rejected the offer. Not sure why. But at least you guys accepted the trade. Okay, I think it's time we pick a fleet and... well, first of all, I feel like we also need to actually take a good hard look at this fleet. At the fleets and... yeah, we do need more... we do need battleships. Alright, reinforcing that will be basically all of the alloys we have. So needless to say, this is definitely going to be our hardest hitting like fleet. I mean, if anything, I wouldn't necessarily mind moving away from cruisers. No, don't make it an enclave. This is the main fleet. And screw it. We're destroyers, frigates, corvettes, and for some reason battleships aren't being produced yet. Probably because we need to wait a little bit. And I need a little bit longer before that. And okay, what do you want to sell us now? I'm not interested in bunk beds. Leave me be. Either come back with something good or don't effing bother. Hey, how's the thing going? Alright, well, more and more people are either abstaining or have actually moved over to supporting it, which is good. Security contractors. What are you? Mercenary. Every gains 10. Alright, yeah, refugees. Alright, not entirely sure why the broadcast order decided they didn't want it, but whatever. Also, I probably should have checked this when I was doing this, but where's... I never thought I was supporting their independence. I was supporting their allies' independence. Okay, well this might be a bit of a problem, because I want to attack them, but I can't attack these guys. Oh, but on the plus side, does this mean I can actually see what's going on? No. And, okay. I'm assuming at some point, the other Elgates will also start coming online, which means I'll be able to start spying on the rest of the galaxy. Can't help but notice that you guys occupy basically the entirety of this empire. Oh, but they also, in turn, occupy a good chunk of you. I guess your fleets just kind of bypassed each other. Hey, can I actually look at my... oh, that looks cool. And it's even producing alloys now. Very nice. Speaking of, 71%. 71%. Reinforcement.
Technology secured.
Whoop. Okay, just improvements to farming. Archaeo studies, minor artifact capacity. Naval capacity, diplomatic weight. Take the Xeno relations. Ooh, but on the plus side, we're only 7 months out from gateway travel being unlocked, which not only will allow us to actually, turn on the 2 gateways currently on our empire, but in theory, also allow us to make more. Which, might be helpful, to have a gateway maybe down here, help also one over in Sidona. I keep flip-flopping between Sedona and Sidona. Also, can you please do that? And yeah, you can fix that later.
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
And new strategic resources in here, and here, and here. Alright, well, we can see there's dark matter there. Okay, I guess we can just see what's going on in there now. But I still don't know what's going on in this system. But I do know that apparently you have something. Hey, you wouldn't have to know who that is, would you? No. Okay, you're actually equivalent to us, so yeah, going to war with you would be a problem. However, if you could just, rebel against your masters, I will be right there to help you. Mostly because I'm just gonna go and smash the absorbers because they're still pathetically weak compared to me. And these guys are only superior now. What? If I decide that we need to, I don't know, maybe, activate a relic of sorts, that definitely would, help out. Ooh, we are over naval capacity, as it turns out. Hey, can you, become some anchorages? Thanks. I should maybe upgrade some systems. Should also probably colonize the Arctic worlds, because that feels like it would also be a good idea. Okay, you're almost done. Got some commercial packs forming. A lot of ships are now in transit. Okay, that would probably explain why that was so...
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
So aft. Problem is, I have no idea where they're even at. Yeah, it was Pearl Sufet that we... Fleet Manager, okay, you're mostly getting the frigates right now, but... Okay, where exactly are you guys coming from? Why is it taking you so long? Why are you just sitting here? Oh! Oh, detailed surface scans of Zalsan 5 have identified a large impact crater containing the wreckage of several ancient shipyards of unknown design. The ship appears to be completely devoid of life support systems, leading either unusually large drones or controlled by some form of artificial intelligence. Constructed out of living metal, an exceedingly rare and inorganic material with many unique properties. This metal can be programmed to assume a certain shape or form. It will slowly regrow itself if damaged. Over a period of several millennia, the surviving metal from the wrecked ships was fused into a large, extremely dense deposit that could be maybe mined for centuries to come. Ooh, add 1 living metal. And we actually gained the research option. Very good. Branch off shut down. Crime continues to drop over there, so... Alright, good job. Good job, Hamilcart. Are we actually building anything right now? I don't think so, which means we probably should be doing stuff. well, you're the Unity Center. Which means you should probably be producing more Unity stuff. But also, you should probably be doing that. Commercial zone for trade. Unity amenity naval capacity. Materials workshop. No. Recirculation center. Synthetic crystal plant. We are getting rapidly over capacity. Alright, you know what? Screw it. That's also dropping, which is not great. You need a planetary capital, but you need more people to move here for that to happen, and not a lot of people want to do that because I don't think I have that many of this preference in my empire, and I can't just terraform it because there's already people here. Screw it. Activate the dangerous wildlife. You can also be better at farming. Okay, farming, definitely getting better. And we can no longer use the Casus Belli against these guys, but it's fine. Oh, that's where their border is. Good to know. Oh, only 3 months out.
Grow ever stronger.
Up. Well, was kind of expecting this. A molten being is requesting an audience with us. They claim to be the owners of the Black Obelisk we destroyed exactly 6 years ago. On screen. You know not what you have done. You have mistakenly freed our wards. Balance must be restored, or they will be each year. For 6 years, you will offer us replacement prisoners from your planets. We shall offer a fair trade in return. Should you decline, we will have to torment your people into suffering. Very well, restore the balance. So energy credits up 10%, and for the next 6 years, our plants will be sent back into the volcano. Well, I don't like it, but tough. But bonus energy for 6 years is bonus energy for 6 years. Astral actions. Ooh, we're just about ready for another Flash Forge. Should also upgrade more star holds. And okay then. You need to build research and mining stations, and can you actually exploit that yet? No? Okay. And we have another astral event blending. Hey, the entertainment nexus. So I guess a circus fell into a black hole? We have arrived at a bustling star system surrounded by numerous wormholes of voidcraft of various shapes inside. The circle is a central, brightly lightened space station. The enormous structure is covered with multicolored signs in garish, unfamiliar script. It seems like an entertainment facility designed to attract an audience for a grand spectacle. Given the number of vessels present, whatever show is taking place here has drawn an impressive crowd. Continue the investigation. All right. How's it 1:40 in the morning? This feels wrong. And seriously, where exactly is everything coming from? Also, you can just be converted to a proper anchorage.
Intellectual booty.
And gateway travel. And plasma cannons for quantum catapult, cosmic weather modules for cosmic weather forecast, self-aware colony ships, fundamental research nexus. I mean, given how many volatile modes I'm producing, that probably wouldn't be the worst thing to get. But screw it, get that going. We're still 37 months out from that. I can't upgrade to citadels yet, but yeah, you're also getting your anchorage. I don't have mega engineering yet, but I'm getting closer. I'm getting a lot closer. Okay, given the fact that I have terminal egress, and this is basically going to be my new, like, mega shipyard, I'm more than happy to convert Markeb into just a proper anchorage, because I mean, yeah, I have been neglecting our ship capacity pretty hard. And also, our commander, Milcob, who... Yeah, you're commanding Onyx Ufek, which means you get to be an admiral. Congratulations, Admiral. And 17,500 in strength, and the only thing you need are a few more frigates. No, not frigates. No, yeah, frigates. Which I'm not entirely sure how you can't do that, but it's just because I'm lacking the alloys. Well, given the fact that I'm getting alloys at a very nice rate at this point, it's not really an issue. Oh, and you're actually done. Oh my god, it actually does work. That might genuinely be kind of broken. And I mean, I absolutely want to upgrade you, but... And yeah, it's just a self-fulfilling thing. Hey, Dyson swarms need alloys for upkeep, but this thing produces massively increases the output of alloys it's producing. Okay, this just became the most valuable thing in the entire empire, and I don't care about anything else. I need to get more alloys right now. This needs to be upgraded. I don't care how long it takes. Also, you, why are you not doing anything? Is there anything particularly interesting nearby? Screw it, go do that and try not to die. Okay, hey, so are you guys up for that trade yet? Like, you know, the one where I give you food and you give me alloys? I mean, I have plenty of food now. Alright, so... yeah, 1,000 food for, like... Alright, you know what? I will even... Screw it. I will be generous. I will give you 1,000 food flat just for this many alloys. Come on, guys. I know you want it. I know you need it. And you accept it. Very good. We now have over 1,000 alloys again, which means you need to be upgraded. I don't care if it's costing us unity. Actually, I do kind of care that's costing us unity, but I kind of... And yeah, that'll also take like the 1,000-ish days to activate. Alright, in the meantime, you move back there. You're moving that way. Pretty sure another mosquito just flew behind my monitor. Okay, yeah, the fact that we're now getting alloys, like a large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Dora Fear at some point during the previous 1,000 years. The most major impact. The abundance of minerals can now be found on the moon. Oh. Very nice. Okay, no, you're...
Hard to port. Our lookouts spy a spaceborne life form.
You're closer, so do that, and then go do that. Monthly trade price too high/low. And we're full up on stuff again. And I can't do this yet. Astral threads. Leader experience, got ethics attraction. How are things in the vivarium doing? Alright, well, we're getting more rare hatchlings. Alright, so you're eligible. Alright, well, now they're actually getting to calf, which I guess is good. Yeah, more rare stuff. That's good. Also, I should probably look at the amoeba stuff. Yeah, this is just a big pile of physics research, but it's fine. Alright, so you're almost at the next growth stage, so I'll leave you alone. You, on the other hand... Sorry. Plus, I did just give us a big pile of other stuff. And by this point, you're all the way up to 18,000 strength, and... Okay, did I never actually assign destroyer... No, not destroyers, battleships to you? Okay, no, I did. I guess I just physically can't afford to have them. If I want to reinforce that, it would just be all what we have right now, but it's fine.
We grow ever stronger.
Alright, we are slowly inching our way up to having more fleet capacity again. And Citadel should be coming in.
Ready.
Thank you. Okay, still a few years out, but we're getting there.
Grow ever stronger.
Good. Alright, and we're now back to having an actual capacity. Okay. The readings picked up in the system, somewhat surprisingly, from Dora and our root itself. As black holes go, it's fairly small, which could account for some of the unexpected radiation leaking from its event horizon. Science officer Kiathon believes that the black hole is on its way to bleeding out and will eventually disappear entirely, though it is difficult to say whether this process will be complete before the heat death of the universe. Some gravitational whole upset of the hole's youth has rendered it to quote Cletha Hammond wobbly, further increasing the flow of energy from its event horizon. So just another 9 physics research. Well, hopefully that manages to sort itself out. Also, oh, the price of motes has crashed entirely, but for some reason, these exotic gases are actually on the up. Alright, so do that, and you apparently can go back up. Hopefully that doesn't completely break the economy. We'll have to wait until next month. How's it almost 2 a.m.? You guys have opened your borders to us. How am I in the north of the galaxy? Alright, so can I actually declare war on you guys? No, I can't because we need to stop supporting the other people. Astral action pending. It is getting more expensive to do this every time, but it is worth it. And as for the archaeological, fleets of the thrice damned. Ships of all kinds are laid to rest here. Everything from oblong wooden vessels to crystalline arcs of the cosmic and ethereal. Many share similarities with the imagery found in the transmissions and logs of the Atakaria broadcast station. We suspect the confrontation took place here between the convention's fleet and that of Unicom, the galactic peacekeeping force from millennia ago. And yet, while these ships are beyond repair, they do not appear marooned by any common weaponry, nor by malfunction or similar disaster. Instead, the hulls and interiors appear to be ripped apart as if assaulted by a massive shredder. Disconcerting. Probably a massive storm that they had some level of control of. You know, the people who could supposedly control the storm. Okay, yep. Not great, but what can you do? Also, I have to upgrade that. And also get some exotic gas refineries. Well, we have a massive surplus now, which means to tell me I probably fucked up something in the economy again. But given the fact that we haven't gotten into the red, it's probably okay. Okay, back on the rise already. Very good. Actually, you need hydroponics, and also to have more. Do I want to put I mean, not really, considering pretty sure you're well, no, you have motes and crystals. We're all fine. That is genuinely insane. Building a mega structure here is kind of pointless, but at the same time I want to be... I just kind of want to do it. Alright, your anchorage is almost down. Did I ever actually... Okay, it says you're not actually done yet. On the Bathydae Authority, it's like, is that what you guys are called? Yeah, you're the Bathydae Authority. Faction approval. Recall him.
Spaceborne sighted on stranger
Like,
tides.
I'm pretty sure you're the same guy who went native over here. That is just... Also, cooperative research stuff has now passed. Which I think is good.
Grow ever stronger.
Still the champion of the middle row, of the second row, but...
They wish to speak with us.
Okay. Well, what do you guys have to offer me? Fortune fair, our most trusted guard ship. She was chosen by the goddess herself to escort our blessed cargo across the galaxy and toward many blasphemers, pirates, infidels, monsters of the void, all who interfere with Numa's divine path. Yes, she is almost as good as new. Yes, she has served Fortune well. Modest donation. One caravan cruiser. And we're losing a bunch of money again. Okay, what happened? Alright, well... Alright, gas is really on the rise in terms of how much it's selling for. And you can be brought up to 7. And then we can just buy a whole bunch of extra energy. And I have no idea if it's actually any good. But I'll take it because it seems funny. And Fortune's favorite. Yeah, not even 1,000 strength, but only Plasma 2. Guys, I'm at Plasma 3. But you do at least have tier 3 shields and have basically all the specs of a modern reactor, and it does look pretty cool. So it's fine. You can just chill out in Sedona. Where are you? Oh no, you're actually over... Yeah, you're over the planet itself. There you are. You do look pretty cool. I'll give you that, even if you are kind of useless. Okay. Can't build any more cities, but we can't build any... Actually, we can't build any more anything. How's there just a savannah world right next to us? It's not next to us, but right there. Okay, I kind of want to turn off the capacity subsidies just because it's costing us way too much, but at the same time, I kind of can't turn it off because I'm pretty sure it's the only thing keeping us in double-digit negative. Automatic resettlement chance or resettlement cost. Network amenities. Yeah, can I just like relocate people elsewhere? Because I mean, you have a lot of population, but you do have a pretty big unemployment problem. So where's somewhere that has an abundance of job? Management. Can I resettle? How does one resettle? That's how. Okay. Okay, so. Yes, that is the starter. I would like to resettle some unemployed workers. Oh, because you're a machine. It's fine. Okay, what do the post-Tebazoids actually like? They don't want to be on Court. They don't want to be on Unity's Fortress. They'd be pretty okay over on one of the Savannah worlds. And of course they'd be perfectly happy on... Alright, well, hold on. What are you even good at? Storm touched. You're good at you're at technicians. You're adaptive, and you're natural physicists. Ah, you have arid preferences, which means... So, yeah, one of the hotter worlds would actually be pretty, like, suitable for you. Also, apparently you're only civilians here. Species... Set species rights. Okay, can I just make... yeah, set species full citizenship. Everyone's a citizen. Why was that not the default? Alright, let time tick on for a second, just so I can... Okay. And another post-Tebazoid, but they can go over to the Forge world. And hopefully that helps to start to balance things out. Oh.
A special project is finished.
Bark pellets complete. He had analysis of an ancient storm's trap workings and was able to unlock the intake mechanism. As the ports opened, the Stardust storm held inside was released into the void of Churton system. Study on top of the study of the trap's complex engineering has produced fascinating insight into storm-resistant material and structures. Though we still do not understand how the device was capable of containing storms entirely, this knowledge will greatly aid us in weathering future cosmic storms. Remarkable. Storm dampening generators. Oh, reduces the negative effect of storm. And the Stardust Storm makes our basic jobs great, but makes our slightly more complicated jobs kind of sucky. It is 2 in the morning. How is this possible? Also, apparently you can level up. Scholar, anomaly research speed. I mean, if anything, I don't necessarily mind taking you, just making you... Wait, you know what? Congratulations, you're being reassigned. You can head over there, at which point you'll be... Actually, you know what? You can just be deployed to the planet now. The ship can follow you later. Yes. Good job, and I hope that didn't mess up the ship's pathing. It did not. You're still working on that. Hopefully having someone here will actually help out a little bit. And you are also good. Sure, you can be a scholar. I'll actually help you out with what's currently going on. Oh, so there's a massive double storm going on right here. The gravity storm and a Stardust storm. You'd think one of those might affect the other. Let time keep moving. How are we? Actually, no. Alright, now there are only 3 unemployed there. 0 unemployed here. Very nice. Hydroponics. Yeah, maybe get a few more generator jobs. Because this is just going slower and slower, and that I find slightly unacceptable. Oh. Anticipation. Oh, we docked at the space station without incident. Once inside, we continue our investigation as part of the crowd. As we approach the gates at the central dome, a robotic attendant swab each of our grappling fins before allowing us to pass with the other patrons. Inside, we beheld an amphitheater of epic proportion, and the bustling interior was crowded with a variety of sentient alien life forms, each focused on a central performance area. The show will soon begin. Very well. And okay, more refugees. And okay, it's definitely not you guys. That up and
we grow ever stronger.
okay, Emerald Mausoleum was sent into the thing, which is not ideal. Food processing for more farmer output. Yeah, it's not ideal, but it works. You can be upgraded, and you can have another. Actually, if anything, I wouldn't mind a little bit of synthetic crystal plants here. If anything, just to get things working a little bit better there. Four unemployed here. Other hydroponics, and then make that, and then make the output better, and then have some more. Also remove the dangerous wildlife. Oh, this is just getting better and better. Oh, less than a year out, and then the Dyson's farm will be upgraded, and then we'll get even more alloys and energy, which means even more opportunity to get the old with defects. Our starbase in the market winds of fortune, fleet evacuated, abandoned destruction. One man's trash.
Situations amended.
And it's a timed project. And how convenient, you just so happen to be needed. That just so happened to be what was needed. Everything's going on DM. That can be upgraded, which I'll happily do.
We grow ever stronger.
And another one of those. And please go build that. Deal with that physics stuff. Alright, but I don't necessarily... Oh, hang on. Nope, there's another one right over here. Actually, you know what? No, you can go do the excavation, even if you're not good at it. Okay, I think it's getting close to I think we're getting close to another massive upgrade for the fleet. And by upgrade, I mean reinforcement. Problem is the amount we have right... Oh, well... What would I even be reinforcing here? Okay, maybe it's not time yet, but we're getting there. Okay, I should probably wrap up soon. Mostly just because this is becoming a... Oop. The vaulting Vulpines. No sooner have we taken our places when a troop of Vulpine mammalian hands and sparkling costumes appeared on stage. After a short display of advanced gymnastics, a small wormhole appeared in the center of the stage. One daring acrobat had dove inside just before the hole winked out of existence. Another wormhole appeared above the crowd, ejecting the performer, who deftly tumbled to the ground. The other performers followed suit, weaving and catching one another and complex patterns through an ever-shifting series of wormholes. The crowd gasped as one of the acrobats slipped into the portal, severing a limb from their body as the wormhole closed. Just as they were about to hit the ground, the wounded performer disappeared through yet another wormhole. The severed arm dropped from the rafters, grabbing a trapeze as it fell. And flinging itself into the air. The one-armed acrobat reappeared, left high, and reattached their prosthetic midair and landed on a pyramid of the other performers in the grand. A flippant use of impressive technology. Okay. And I can't but notice that we have quite a few rare crystals, so I'm willing to just bite the bullet and add another hyper relay. Hey, without flash forging one. The Western Hornet was apparently repaired. Oh. Ooh, and the Citadel. The Citadel. Crystal mines to exploit resource that we can't actually exploit. Battleship hull points up. Advanced railguns to help out with that. Exploit resource. Oh, that's a lot. I mean, that's only 8 months. Droid workers and robotic assault armies. Sure. That's relatively soon. And... Alright, well, I guess we need to wait for the month. Oh, we don't need to wait for the month to take over. What we need is more alloys. Oh, I got an achievement for owning a planet with at least 10 different species on it. Likely due to vessel being a civilian transport. The shipboard database were not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process, so while nothing else of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial references to unknown alien technologies. Ooh, artificial specialists.
Research complete.
Oh! Imagine clicking on the one thing I was researching, only then to have it autocomplete for me. Having even more minerals be collected. Habitability up. That somehow went up to 9 months. Crystal infused plating. Screw it. Oh, that's only 15 months out. And Hannibal has leveled up. Entrepreneur for consumer goods from artisans, or trade from jobs. Okay, that's not you. Oh no, you're governing this planet. This isn't a particularly big trade hub, so I guess just take entrepreneur. And as we expected, the interior of the Solar Sailor is appropriately archaic. The bridge resembles the deck of an old planet-bound sailing ship designed to sail on watery seas. The deck plating appears to be metal, but most surfaces are covered with carved wood, a contrast to the glass-like substance on viewports and data screens. Powering up the ship's computers, we have found a data file with an old-fashioned seafarer's song. According to our archaeologists, this melody was once known as a sea shanty, or space shanty. We are attempting to transcribe the lyrics. Intriguing. Okay, so I think this is a relatively easy one. Not entirely sure what's doing all the way up in L space, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, you've done that. Pretty much everything's being forced to decloak whenever it crosses in the terminal egress. Construction of a research station. Alright, we're not improving relations right now because one of our guys decided to go native. And and he's not going to be available for another year. Oh, your technology is only inferior now. Good job, guys. Can I... Oh, by this point, we can actually turn them over. We can turn these guys into something useful. Oh, and we're losing rare crystals. Should probably deal with that. So, tributary? No. Vassal? No. If I wanted to move you to Stellarium... Diplomatic weight minus 50%. Expansion permitted. Unified sensors. Oh, it's because we're apparently lacking influence to do this. And also, they're really not going for it right now. Make them Prospectorium. Alright, well, apparently Prospectorium is just the one that they're all just fine with becoming. And apparently it would... Okay. Just hold off on that for now. Security contractors... Oh, and apparently we have 3,000 alloys again. Up. We're a month out from this being upgraded, so let's actually get in here and just watch it happen. Oh. Yay! And we can just straight up upgrade it again if we wanted to, but I kind of want to hold off on that for now, even if it is very funny that we can just... Yeah, now it's producing 81 more alloys and 65 extra energy. If anything, next month, this should actually sort itself out. At least partially. Yeah, if it partially sorts itself out, that means I'd be able to maybe turn off the capacity subsidies. I mean, yeah, part of the reason why it's so expensive is because our empire is just so effing massive. Alright, turn that off for now, just because. Anyway, archaeology event. And Okay, yeah, it's just this is basically just a free thing, don't really care. This, however, the Jaws of Life. A large reptilian cyborg lumbered into center stage. It carried huge metal baits, which it definitely tossed into its gargantuan jaw. With a hydraulic hiss, it spat the weights into the air, one after another, catching them as they fell. Unlocked them once again in an effortless juggle. An announcement blared, causing some of the audience to jump, and a many-tentacled robot, a bipedal entity, and a living tangle of thick vines were brought to the stage. These creatures were then immediately jumped into the reptilian cyborg's mouth, allowing themselves to be deftly juggled in the same manner. The mechanical beast then held the three volunteers in its mouth, then squatted, compressing itself against the floor. Its huge frame glowed in a molten orange. Once the process was complete, the performer opened its mouth, and only a single creature walked out. It had a bulbous head of the tentacled robot, the torso of the toxoid, and the thick limbs of intertwined vines. It gestured to the crowd, evoking a stunned silence. The cyborg then readjusted the biological amalgamations, bowed the three individuals once again, good as new. The crowd's nervous silence erupted into cheers. An interesting talent. And yeah, why am I not doing that? That feels like something we should be doing. Okay, and we are slowly gaining more influence in the galactic community. And in terms of energy, alright, we're losing energy again, and we're also losing trade. Also, yeah, Cosmic Storm, whatever. Okay, no, you drop down one because that price is going down. This price is just crashed, so down to 2, but add another 10 just to offset the balance. Ooh, living metal is actually selling for a lot. Next time I should probably actually try and invest in getting that sorted out. And okay, I do kind of need to buy just one more crystal for the sake of having an extra crystal. And I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to just buying a handful of extra energy. Oh, but on the plus side, just over a year we'll be able to get the next thing. Oh, and we're losing a shit ton of volatile motes now because reasons. Okay, maybe do that, and hopefully we won't be. Okay. That seems to have sorted it out. The economy is fine, quote unquote. Unspent civic point, reform government. Still don't know what I actually want to
Council agenda ready.
actually do here. Vaults of knowledge. Produce unity, increase leader experience gain. Keeper of the vault. Technocracy for research alternative. Reanimators for becoming necromancers. Relentless industry. Gradually turning planets into tomb worlds. Don't really want to do that. Unigenic spas. Okay, that might be like another whole thing. Oh, and we're losing a shit ton of energy again. Alright, quick sweep of the planets. Oh, you can actually be upgraded. You can also have some, just like have a generator district down, you know, just in case. You can't build anything else on because I can't clear out any of that. Plus side, you are slowly getting closer to having that sorted out. Okay, you need 1,000, and you're just over halfway there. Alright, so get more basic jobs. And also... screw it, add one of those just because. Mass rations, that's getting more expensive, but it's fine. 10 months out. I kind of want to... I do desperately need to wrap up stream, but at the same time, I want to keep going because this game is... Up. Alright, just yeah, Great Dragon. Tianki Matriarch, Leviathan. So I've had Spectres open this whole time. I'm sorry if that's been bothering you. I need to buy more rare crystals. Okay. Hey, and in comes an actual little new thing. Our engineers carefully recovered database from the graveyard vessel. While much of it was ravaged by time, one Ad Akaria database has arrived. We've been waylaid. I repeat, we have been waylaid. Unicom demand as we cease our evaluation of the Roku core primitive or face elimination. Please respond. If we do not repeat, we will be destroyed. Please at least send reinforcements. Negative. Your sacrifice will be noted. They put duty before life. I feel like I need to do at least one more thing because otherwise... Oh, and we're losing trade again. How badly did things crash? It hasn't crashed. Oop. Event chain stormbound. In the distance of UBI, a southern horn witnessed an ominous ship appearing between the layers of the storm. As it floated by, we detected the name for the cosmic tapestry. This finally provided an answer as to why the ship could not be observed by our sensors. Its physical manifestation has been stretched beyond the manifold, and it has both entered and not entered a wormhole. It was likely due to its hyperdimensional origins of the cosmic storm that the ship managed to return to our space. By this, we should be able to detect the next occurrence and perhaps pull this craft back to our reality. Big pile of physics research. And, okay, that's not great, but... Okay, even more unemployed specialists. Is there anyone who happens to need specialist job? No, not you. Okay, that's mostly habitability stuff. Six months until our next tradition. Kind of desperately running out of things to do. Oh, but we can upgrade. And you can also be specialized towards energy regeneration. And we're losing a shit ton of volatile motes again. Okay, so... Okay, maybe do that, and hopefully it'll sort itself out. The economy has been a much more difficult thing to manage, but I very much think we've, for the most part, gotten on top of it. Speaking of getting on top of things, okay, you're still doing that.
Information in the situation log.
The Omni ship has been sighted in Auzia. Intriguing. Okay, we need a science ship in orbit. Question, where's the nearest scientist? Well, the nearest science ship is busy excavating that, and that's kind of important. Okay, you need to have your old scientist back. And how quickly can you get here? Well, using the hyperlanes, it'll definitely take you less time than it would normally. So please make it quick. Oh my god, just 2 months.
Ready.
Excavation speed, excavate. Oh, this is actually a really good tree. Council agenda.
Intellectual booty.
Oop. Ripper autocannon unlocked. Good. Cosmic Storm, Living Metal, which would take a very long time. Robomodding, Advanced Railgun, Crystal Mining. Don't have any crystal anything to mine crystals. Yeah, that'll take too long. Storm Relief Center. Screw it. That won't take too long. And it is 2:30. I really do actually need to get offline, but I don't want to... we're so close. We're so close. Alright, bro. Ah! Okay, first of all... lithoids, necroids, swarmer robots. More lyrics. And, okay. So... selling specimen costs up 200%, and one per. All right, I should probably focus more on the archaeology side of things, but it's probably fine. Now we need to wait 108 months plus longer because otherwise it's going to take a while. And please tell me that.
Spaceborne sighted on stranger tides.
Okay, I feel like that may have helped, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, can I look at... Alright, Vivarium, we're at 50 again. Space immediate common, sorry, little one. Common calf. Right, well, at the very least, the exceptional is still growing pretty well. Space whale hatchling. Okay, get some more rare amoebas culled just to help clear out some extra space. I feel bad about this one, but kinda needs to be done. because I don't want to call the really good ones, because also we unfortunately only have, from what I can tell, 2 actual adults, which I think which isn't great. Okay. All right, you know what? On that somewhat downer note, but look, on the plus side, we do have, just as we take over to the next month. All right, we're losing energy still, but it's not as bad as it could be, and we've mostly solved the trade problem. We've definitely solved the outlay problem. So overall, pretty productive so far. And, even more productive, we've successfully conquered L-space, meaning now we have the most tactically advantageous place in the entire galaxy. You know, assuming the rest of it comes out eventually, because it definitely has over here, and I want to go to war with them, but I can't because they want... because these guys are being stubborn and refusing to want to break free from her, you know... Yeah. So, that leaves us in a bit of a predicament. A predicament that we'll need to figure out in the next installment of this. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around for the whole VOD, I massively appreciate you. Hopefully, you have a good rest of whatever you're enjoying. I will catch you next time. Later.